Hello, Cowboy fans. Good morning. This is Cowboy Legends for Life, and I got a few things to point out. Listen, you all know that I'm a huge Cowboy fan, of course, and I'm also a huge fan of a number of YouTubers that put out their product daily, their channels, and I like very much listening to Mark Holmes almost every day, and Law Nation, and even the Koye's films are very, I've gotten to respect what he does. You know what I'm saying? And he has his own opinions. I have to respect that as well, as long as everybody else respects mine. But I like listening to him and watching his videos, and there are others as well that comes to mind. But I like listening to D-Town. He's got a different perspective on how he sees things and everything. That he does not necessarily make a lot of videos in terms of the filming, in terms of players and things like that. But he does have a nice, fresh viewpoint, that is uncandid. Okay, put it that way. And I respect that. And so there's others that I listen to as well. This young kid named Cowboy Space 17. Oh my God, I forgot the name of it. But this kid is good too. He has a very fresh video making style, that in terms of how he breaks down films himself and what he sees it. And like I said, anybody who has a good opinion about it can make their point with the video. That's a fact. And so I like the way Space Cowboy 17, I think that's his name is. And so I like listening to him. And there's a lot of them out there. But also there's some with different perspectives that are not so film like savvy with film editing, in terms of the putting out the breakdown of the film or breakdown of the plays and things like that. They just give their opinion, and the opinion is sometimes as raw as anything, and you have to respect that. And one of those people I listen to is Simus. Simus, I don't, like I said, listen to everybody. I don't always agree with them, and I think you all know that by now. I don't always agree with a lot of people who out there who make their videos, including even Mark Holmes. Majority of the time I listen, I agree with him. Of watching the way he crafts. He's a craftsman. I like watching what he does. And see, I've been really in real estate, and so I like to watch these home improvement shows. And he's just no different. I like the way he builds his things at his house, and what he does at other people's houses. And also, just like I said, just listening to people's opinions and stuff. And with Simons, he has opinion. He made an opinion some time ago about, listen, why are we trying to bring back all these players that used to be for us, and now that they've been cut loose, and now some Cowboy fans, or even maybe the front office, may try to bring them back, or at least talk to them, could bring them back to even talk to them. And I think I agree with him that we don't need to do that. Okay, we don't need to try to bring back those who were basically undisciplined on the field, where they took that same craft that we no longer needed, and thank God we didn't, and they didn't make it over there. The Redskins, wherever else they went, and now they're released. You understand? Because the reason why we released them was the same reason why they released them now. You understand? Why are we bringing that back, or trying to bring it back? One of the players was Mo Claiborne, okay, and some others. Why do we need them back here? I couldn't stand them. They've been sucking money out of this organization for years, playing island football. When I say this is my island, I'm gonna do what I want, and that's it. I'm not gonna try to gel with this person, or this player next to me, or this crap. Well, this is not their fault. They're playing zone all the time, because I don't know who created the nickel defense. I think he should, if he's in the Hall of Fame, he should be put out the Hall of Fame. I don't know who created this nickel defense, but that person should be marred forever, because it's the most sorriest, most ridiculous play I've ever seen in football. I despise it. I despise the nickel defense. Okay. Anyway, but I'm just not trying to go all over the place. But I'm trying to make a point is that I'm making that point about Simon saying that, and I agree. Some of the players, some of the YouTubers are talking about this player used to be, and they talking to him coming back and everything like that. And also, why I say that to say this is that Earl Thomas. Everybody's talking still about Earl Thomas. About is it the chance that we may get him? You know, I'll be honest with you. For myself, that's all well and good that we may get Earl Thomas. That if that opportunity arises, then they maybe if they get a chance to get him and keep under the salary cap, then boy, go get him. Let's get him on his team so that he can be a force for us on the field and a teacher off the field as well. In terms of on the field, off the field as well with our young players. Our young bucks, you understand? Our players we have now, the young ones, are very talented and they're very raw still, and they're very and they're pretty becoming very disciplined now that we have his former coach on our team. The point here I'm trying to make is this: is that yes, Earl Thomas will be a good addition, but the thing is that as long as we're talking about it every day, as long as we're putting that film out there that Earl Thomas may be available to the Cowboys, all those players who are training their ass off, those young ones out there like Byron Jones and Brown and what's the name? I'm sorry, Uzier and all of them, Frazier, Lewis, all of them are looking at that and they're saying, okay, what chances do I have to put myself on the field and do the best I can? Okay, if they're still thinking about bringing in someone like Earl Thomas, an 8-year veteran or whatever it is, and so I think it motivates them not to work so hard if they feel threatened that they may not get a chance to be a starter on the field. Okay, that's going to happen, and people are going to think that. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather start raw. I mean, yes, like I said, Earl Thomas would be a great addition. And I hope Earl Thomas may even become a Cowboy. But to like almost feel like we're forcing the issue to try to get Earl Thomas with us sets some mindset to our other players, the young ones, that they're not really really needed. Okay, and the fact that we have I forgot the name, coach's name, the former Seattle backfield coach, spells a great thing that we can learn from him. Just like Earl Thomas and the rest of them did, and Richardson, all of them. You say so we should need not to push the issue, because believe it or not, these players watch these videos, these YouTubers and all those other social media every day, and they see people's opinions every day. Believe it or not, you understand? Especially the YouTubers who got maybe 10,000 or 20,000 or whatever subscriptions, okay, and they're gonna think that they're not really, how much effort should I put into this, or if I may have to work harder and then enforce themselves into injury if they get Earl Thomas, maybe, but I think Earl Thomas would be a good addition if that situation arises. But to push the issue, to talk about it all the time, I think sends a message to the young ones that they're not really that much needed. That they're not going to do the job, and I hope they don't. That's all. That's just my opinion about it. Thank you.